Well, hey my fellow video gamers and Let's Players, I am JuddlePlays, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves. In the last episode, we started episode 7, nope, that is not the right one, Menace from the North, by doing the first mission as Sly and then another mission as Sly. In this episode, we are going to be going out as Sly yet again because we have yet another mission to do as Sly. And hopefully this episode will have less fan noise, which I don't believe any of you guys heard in the last episode, but oh, did I hear something when I was going through those episodes? Basically, I found out that I think the two fans, my roommates and my fan going on in the background, kind of created a weird echoey sound, but it only happened when I stopped talking. But luckily when I stopped talking, a lot of the time it's just when game characters are talking, so I get rid of that audio anyway, so it didn't really matter. Now, okay, good. Good thing I was going that way because I was like, you know what? I have no idea where the heck I'm going, but I did find out where I was going, and now I'm going to have to deal with an annoying echo from this room because, I don't know, that's just something. Now, I believe this mission is called Laser Redirection. Even though I didn't actually look to see what the mission name was, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
I've detected what appears to be an ancient guide to log chopping that might be useful for the lumberjack games. Unfortunately, it's frozen deep in an ice wall.
How are we supposed to get to it? Wait for more global warming?
That industrial laser is used to cut through petrified logs. If it could be bounced out that window, with your help, I should be able to harness its energy to melt the ice wall and free the bug.
How do I redirect that thing?
There should be a switch on the other side of this wall. Throw it and then head outside.
Okay, so I'm just wondering something. If we redirect a laser through a window, wouldn't it just reflect? I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know anything about laser redirection, so I'm not exactly sure if that is a thing or not. Also, there is a little bit of I don't even know if this is trivia or not, but I just remember this from when I was little. I swear, when this game was first coming out, I think there was a demo, or at least on the commercial, they were playing this part, because I remember there being, like, lava and stuff. Also, I'm pretty sure you would know, but those guys cannot see you through the window. I mean, I'd think you would know that, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta say that, you know, they cannot see you through the window. And oh, do they have loot, but I am not going to try to get that. Should I? I mean, I don't think anyone else is really walking around, so I think I should be able to get loot perfectly fine, and okay. For some reason, I think it was just the lighting in this room, Sly's teeth kind of looked a little yellow. That was definitely a little weird, and oh, this part right here. Now, this part is not actually dangerous at all. It's just that right when you step on it, Jean Bassan will start talking. And I remember on forums a long time ago, they would say that there was a glitch with this, like the original version of this game, saying that when you do that, you have to exit and then do... Whoa, that was not what I wanted to do, but I guess that somehow worked. Okay. What I was trying to do was I was trying to jump and press the circle button on something else, like the one before that, but turns out I went to the other one when it was still on, and somehow I did not get hurt. I do not know how I didn't get hurt, but I did not. But what I was trying to say was, there was a glitch where, I guess, in order to do something, you had to jump there and then exit and then come back in, because some weird saving glitch would happen and then you couldn't continue the game. I've never experienced this, but I think it was just not on my version of the game.
You've done it! The laser's been redirected out the window!
Yeah, and then it just redirects right out the window. And now we're going to be going to a part of the mission that I feel like is very similar to the last mission. That being going around places and putting things places because, yeah. That was a horrible explanation.
To get that laser pointed at the ice wall, you'll need to alter its direction with the crystals I put in your pouch.
I see. I just walk to where the laser stops, place a crystal, and it'll bounce the beam to a new position. That log chopping book is as good as ours.
Oh god, that cutscene was a little bit faster than I thought it was going to be, and my paraglide just hit snow. That was kind of weird, but now, as you see, this is definitely kind of like the first mission of Sly. Well, not first mission, the first mission of this section for Sly. Because, yeah, we're going around places and just putting things of ice, or not even things of ice, just putting reflective things on certain places. And it kind of reminds me of the bear cub, like, bugging thing where you had to put all the bugs in certain places. Except this time, you don't know how many you have to put. because there isn't a certain number. We just have to redirect it in order to get to the mammoth, which I believe is actually very close to here, like, yeah, right there if you see on the left, or the bottom left would be a more accurate description of what I'm talking about, but yeah. So it's not like too hard. I mean, sometimes you don't even need to use the redirecting things. You literally just step on these and then it does that or something. But I will say be careful. These lasers do act as regular lasers in this game. They will hurt you. Luckily, in some places you can just jump on areas and they will not hurt you because, as you see, it is somehow going through the thing of ice. I don't know how that works because this thing of ice is like a solid object, but to his their own. We're just going to put that here, and I feel as if I say to his their own way too much. And that one went like almost all the way across the frickin' mission. I was surprised how far that went. Now wait, for some reason I thought there'd be an eagle coming here, because it is higher than this bottom area here. And this bottom area here is usually eagle country because you're running and then you get a whole bunch of eagles, and I'm pretty sure I just alerted a guard that was actually in an outhouse because, well, I did mention last episode that those guards are in outhouses and they kind of can jump out when you go by them. And I know this is kind of like an ADD commentary right now, but I just remembered something I really wanted to talk about that I actually wanted to talk about in the last episode, but I totally forgot to talk about because I got off track. Because I think I was talking about my roommate or something, and him maybe coming into the room a little bit earlier than actual time, but turns out he did not come in earlier. He actually came in at a later time, so that was definitely good. And I have a whole bunch of animals on my back, including a bear, and I don't think this is going to work. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to be able to do that, but somehow that kind of worked. And that bear, you know, Grizzleface, he will kill some of the guards if needed, so it's very good. Except after he kills the guards, he tries to attack you, as you can see by him just doing that. Or maybe he just eventually ends, because he's like, you know what, I can't get him, so I'm just going to stop trying to get him. And then whatever. I don't know why I'm giving him that voice. Would that be Grizzleface's voice? I am not so sure. Put in the comments below if that would be Grizzleface's voice. Even though I know you're probably not going to be putting that in the comments, I would not either if I was watching this video. I should not say it like that because it sounds like I'm discouraging the comment. And I am not discouraging the comment. And okay, that one is... oh no, it's over here, yeah. Kind of towards the end, even though it's not too hard. You might be a little like confused as like, okay, where does the laser go? Because as you see, it kind of goes everywhere, and that was actually pretty epic. I was not expecting an eagle to be right there. And is that on another icicle? I believe it is, except I don't think we can get to an icicle from here. Can I? Okay, I can walk under that. Whew. That was a little bit concerning. And you know what? I was going to be talking about that story I said earlier, before I said that in the last episode I got distracted. But guess what? I got distracted again. So I'm going to start saying it right now. So, in my health and nutrition class, after I clear my throat, because, you know, clearing my throat is a good thing for commentary, but when I was in my health and nutrition class, we were talking about, like, being overweight and stuff. You know, basic health and nutrition stuff, because, you know, being overweight, obese isn't a good thing according to that class, and there are some health benefits and stuff of not being like that. But, so... he was saying like, oh, you know, usually a third of the people in this class are...
something else is coming out of the deep freeze. I've never seen such a majestic creature. So full of life, so ready to live. So much for that. He's back in the deep freeze.
Anyways, we got the log chopping guide.
Cheer up, pal. We got the log chopping guide.
Yeah, so, before I continue the story, if you looked to the right, you would have saw that, the mammoth was actually still on screen. The HD collections, making it so when it's in 16:9, they don't know the original creators just kind of put them off to the side because, well, it was off screen, but in the HD collection, things aren't always off screen like that because, well, it's HD, so in 16:9 format, it does show more to the sides of the screen. But continuing on the story I was talking about, so turns out... well, why am I saying turns out? But he was talking about like, oh, usually a third of the people in this class are overweight. And he's like, I don't think any of the people in this class are overweight now. And then he singled out one person. And he's like, well, I don't know. Are you overweight? And I was like, I didn't think much of it now, like at the time, but as of right now, I'm like, you know what, that was kind of a dick thing to say, basically singling out somebody who actually, I don't even believe was overweight. I think he was actually a perfectly healthy weight, and he was just like, oh, I don't know, are you overweight? I mean, he does not sound anything like that. He is a lot more monotoned than that, but yeah, it's like, really? I mean, yes, I know you're a health and nutrition teacher, and you're a big advocate of actually exercising and stuff, but you should not, like, single out somebody saying, like, oh, are you overweight? Because what if he was overweight? He probably would not want to talk about that. Anyways, this mission right here is RC Combat Club.
Rumor has it that several off-duty guards meet in that cabin for an RC combat club.
This is going to be great. I haven't been in any RC combat since that job we pulled in Istanbul. It was awesome.
You know, we never do know what job in Istanbul he pulled off, or we pulled off, because it was not in any of the games. That was not a jump I made. I will try to make this one because it is a lot closer to actually make this. Why am I sucking at simple platforming? It's just I need to jump on this, then jump on that. There we go. Also, for some reason in front of this door, there's an icicle. I feel like that would be very dangerous to anyone trying to get into the house, especially the people that are actually members, you know?
Those guards will never let you into the combat club without a disguise. That old moosehead should do the trick. Only there's no way for you to get up there. Hide out this barrel while I send in Sly to steal the head.
You know, I never did actually notice this, but it's kind of morbid how there's a moose head up there, but there's moose in here? Like, did they kill somebody?
Why, if you can get the stuffed moose head without being detected, Murray should be able to join the RC Combat Club without raising any suspicion.
And yes, as we do this entire mission, Murray is going to be in this little box here, all like hugged up like this. I'm surprised that no one could actually see him, but yes, we do have to make our way to the top to get that moose head, because if we don't get the moose head, Murray can race RC combat trucks and stuff. So now, I remember I did say that I didn't like this mission. I mean, it's not that I don't like this mission, it's that it's not as good as the other two missions. I believe when I was younger, I used to think this mission was actually better than the other missions that we were about to do. Also, I don't believe you can actually destroy any of these guards here, because if you do, I think it makes enough noise and then you have to restart the mission. That is why there's also a whole bunch of bottles here, because you hit one of those bottles, you are dead. So this is all a stealth sneaking mission, which in all honesty, I'm not so sure if they showed DSP doing this in the DSP Endure. I almost said DSP tries it, but no, that's a totally different entity. But I don't remember them showing this. Actually, no. I do remember them showing this mission, but it was not this part. It was actually the part where we're racing the RC trucks and stuff. But, you know, I'm wondering. No, I don't think you'd be able to make that jump. That, if you could, you'd probably get caught by the guy. Also, I will say, if I was in this situation, I would probably never do this, because I'd be afraid out of my wits crawling under those saw blades. And I used to think when I was playing this game as a youngin' that when you were crawling under there, you could actually get hit by those saw blades. But as far as I know, there is no way to get hit by those saw blades while you are in the crawling stance, unless you, like, out of your way try to get hit by them. Also, I feel like this is a part here that I kind of messed up on my Jet Set Comms playthrough. I'm not sure why, but I swear I jumped somewhere and I didn't mean to jump there or something. I don't know. But, oh god. Sorry about that. A cough came up and I really had to cough, but we are almost to the moose head. All we need to do is go under this thing right here, and it might look like you're in his light, but you're not.
Murray, heads up.
Oh yeah, good job, Sly. Just yell Murray heads up while the guards are here. They could probably hear you, you know. And now we have this. Oh god.
Any of you guys think you can beat the moose? Maybe put a bet on it.
Oh, I'm in, eh? I ain't got a lot of money for this wager, but there's no way I'd lose to a new guy like you, huh?
Okay, now I'm gonna have to pay attention because I'm not so sure what the controls are.
That drone takes some skill to control. Steer with the left analog stick and hold down the X button for gas. After you collect the ball and ammo, press the square button to fire its turret. Here's a pro tip. You can only aim the turret while you're stopped.
Okay, now let's do this here. Luckily, as long as you keep going in a circle, you should be fine. So hopefully you can just keep smashing the button. I ran out of stuff. Get off. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on. Come on, B. Get off. Okay, there we go. I am almost dead right now. I might lose this a few times. Now I can actually hit you right there and get you on your back, begging for mercy. And you are like way too close to me right now. I need to back off just a little bit, and I have a lot more than I thought I did. And did I just hurt myself? I'm not sure if I did hurt myself or not, but it kind of felt like I did. Also, like I said, you could just keep going in circles like this for the whole time and you should be fine. Or, I shouldn't say you should be fine, but you will just keep doing this forever. And that is probably not the best idea because you do not want to do this forever. You'd want to get this done as fast as you can, which in all honesty, I feel like I am doing this as fast as I can. Also, are you just going to follow me? I don't think he goes out of his way to actually get his own little missiles here, if I can actually aim correctly, Jesus. I'm going, like, I get off onto the side and then I don't aim correctly, and that just is not a good time, because if I don't aim correctly, then I won't win this mission, and you can tell that I'm struggling to find things to talk about, because it's the same thing over and over again. It's just you run around, get a missile, and then shoot. Like that.
But I ain't got no money.
That might be okay. It all depends
Depends on what?
on whether or not you know the location of the Northern Light Battery.
Oh, well, I guess I owe ya.
Oh god, yeah, there's the glitch that always happens on my games, where for some reason the moose does not show his animations he's supposed to show. And I just realized Murray's R's in his signature are backwards. That's weird.
After reading through the log chopping guide, it's become painfully clear that to win in the lumberjack games, we'll have to cheat. Now, I've constructed a plan that hinges around us acquiring an eagle's egg, which is more difficult than you'd think. First, Murray needs to lure a bear into taking out the local oil mains. Once destroyed, the pressurized oil should ignite and create updrafts, which Sly will then use to paraglide over to the eagle's nest, grab an egg, and then head back to the safe house. Thanks to Murray's undercover work in the RC Combat Club, we've learned that the Northern Light Battery is hidden in a silo nearby. The battery needs some serious modification if we're going to hide inside it to sneak onto Arpeggio's blimp. First, we'll short the battery with grapple lines on local boats. Then, we'll all break into the lighthouse and sever the power flow to the battery. That way it won't recharge. Given my electrical engineering background, this plan has a 97% chance of success. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, 97% chance of success is pretty good, but I would probably like it to be 100% chance because, you know, there is that 3% chance that that thing happening to Sly, him being electrocuted, could happen. And now, before I say that this is the end of the episode, I do want to... Sly? Why is your head vibrating? Like, why is this a thing? Okay, now he stopped vibrating anyways. So, okay, we can do the Sly mission first. Okay, so that is about it for this episode of Let's Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves. In the next episode, we're going to start by doing Lighthouse Break-In, and then we may do Boat Hack or Old Grizzleface, depending on how much time we have left, because Old Grizzleface is definitely the shorter mission, but Boat Hack is probably the one I don't like the least, or probably the one, if that makes sense. I like Boat Hack a little bit more than Old Grizzleface. And now that I'm thinking of it, I don't even know if I like Boat Hack that much. So, yeah, we're definitely in the part of the game where I do not like a lot of the missions that we play, but sadly, we have to play every single mission in the game so we can beat the game. So, that is about it for this episode of Let's Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves. I have been JuddlePlay, saying see you later and goodbye.